Jaya Radha is okay? Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Shri Shri Radha Madhava Ki Jai Shri 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 Govardhan Krishna Balaram Ki Shri Vrindavan Dham Mayapur Dham Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Golokera Premanandana Harinam Sankirtana. So today we have Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we're going to invoke the blessings of Sri Chaitanya and Panchatattva. Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Vaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Vaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Vaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Vaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Vaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Vaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Actually, for me to give class in Chaitanya Charitamrita is a big challenge actually. It's, my knowledge of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very limited, but I will try my best with your blessings. I may able to say something useful for our Krishna consciousness. So we will read Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila. Adi Lila text, chapter 2, I think it's verse 39. So we read from 39 to verse 44 because there is no purpose on these verses, so continue until 42 that there is a purpose by Srila Prabhupada. You can repeat after me, please. Ataeva.
Ataeva.
It's correct?
Yeah.
To me. How. Mula. Narayana. Eka. Hetu. Suna. Vitya. Karana. Ataeva tumi hava mula narayana. Ataeva tumi hava mula narayana. Eka hetu sunaditya karana. Eka hetu sunaditya karana. Ataeva tumi hava mula narayana. Eka hetu sunaditya karana. Ataeva tumi hava mula narayana. Eka hetu sunaditya karana.
Ataiva tumi hava mula narayana. Eka hetu sunadvitiya karana.
Ataiva tumi hava mula narayana. Eka hetu sunadvitiya karana.
Ataiva tumi hava mula narayana. Eka hetu sunadvitiya karana.
Vaishnavis. Okay. Ataeva To me.
To me.
Who knows who is to me?
To
Me. Without reading. What is to me?
You.
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 Hao.
Are.
Mula.
Mula.
Original.
Original.
Narayana.
Narayana.
Narayan. A. This. This one is easy. Eka.
Eka.
One. Hetu.
Hetu.
Reason.
Reason.
Suna.
Suna.
Please listen.
Please listen.
Vitiya.
Ditya.
Second.
Second.
Karana.
Karana.
To the reason.
To the reason.
Translation. You are therefore the original Narayan. This is one reason. Please listen as I state the second. Text 40. Viveresvara Purushadya Vatara Tangha Savahaite Tomara Aisvarya Apara. Translation. The direct lords of the living beings are the Purusha's incarnation, but your opulence and power are more exalted than theirs. Text 41. Ataeva Adishvara Tumi Sarvapita Tomara Sakite Tanra Jagat Rakshita. Therefore, you are the primeval Lord, the original Father of everyone, the Purushas, and protectors of the universe by your power. Text 42. Narera ajana hajate karana palana ataeva haotumi mula narayana. Since you protect those who are the shelter of all living entities, you are the original Narayan. Please repeat after me. Since you protect those who are the shelter of all living entities, you are the original Narayan. Purport. The controlling deities of the living beings in the mundane world are the three Purusha avatars. But the potent energy displayed by Sri Krishna is far more extensive than that of the Purushas. Sri Krishna is therefore the original Father and Lord who protects all creative manifestations through his various plenary portions, since he sustains even the shelter of the collective living entities. There is no doubt that Sri Krishna is the original Narayan. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnana Jana Salakayam Chakshurmilitan Jena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Namo Vistam Stapitan Jena Bhutale Svaya Rupa Kadamadhyam Dadati Swapadamdikam Vamdeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsham Shri Rupam Sagrayatam Sahagana Ragunatam Tambitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Pariyana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vrisakam Vitam Sham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishavano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashari Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Tinamne Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Mukhaṁ Karoti Vachalam Pangu Langayate Girim Takripa Tamaham Bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam. So, what are the three Purusha avatars? You know? Yeah, but no. It's only six.
This is good avatar.
Yeah. Purusha avatar is.
Kshiro avec Krishna Vishnu.
Yes.
Garbo avec Krishna Vishnu, Karana avec Krishna Vishnu.
Yes. Good. You can claim a ladu after the class. You got a ladu. Okay. So there is this verse in Brahma Samhita. You know, Ishvaraha Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadi Adadir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Krishna, who is now as Govinda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he has an eternal blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin. And he is the prime cause of all causes. This Brahma Samhita is very amazing prayers. I think it's one, I would say, Prabhupada's favorite prayers is Brahma Samhita. He sings so many songs all the time and quote all the time this Brahma Samhita. So, Krishna, it says Krishna is the source of everything. Sometimes we talk about the energy of God. But what is the energetic, the source of energy? There's two things, the energy and the energetic. Sometimes we are kind of more concerned with the energy of God, but no, who is the energizer or who produces the energy. It's like in one sense also we want the kingdom of God, but without God. We want God because He provides everything. He provides all my needs. Like I've seen in many times. Sometimes people is waiting for the bus to come. Say, "Oh God, please make this bus come really quick. I have to go to work," or something like this. They're praying for the bus to come. Oh, we pray for relief of our anxiety, of material anxiety, or we want a better way of life. Because we know that we are dependent, we are completely dependent on basically nature, our mother nature, or to speak God. Like Prabhupada says, who is the father? Everyone talks about mother nature, especially in South America. It's very fashion. Talk about mother nature, Pachamama, mother nature. The Prabhupada give a really amazing point, but who is the father? Who is father nature? In one sense, you could say. Who is the Dada, Pachadada, or I don't know, who is the father, or who is the seed, the energetic. So, we, in one sense, we are completely dependent. We are looking for benefit. We are always every activity we do, somehow we have this benefit way of that inspire us, actually, how much I can get from what I'm doing, because in one sense we need benefit. So what is the supreme benefit? The supreme benefit, like Krishna says, I'm the supreme benefactor, I'm the supreme benefit. If we realize what is the supreme benefit, is to regain our Krishna consciousness. Since we are born from the womb of our mother, we come with nothing. We are basically poor when we come out of this world. And immediately the breast of our mother is there to sustain our life. It's amazing. You don't have to, you don't have to ask for it. It's immediately, even I hear that sometimes the mother, they don't have milk, but as soon as the baby comes out, this kind of milk automatically comes out from their breast. Like automatically Krishna makes the arrangement that you will have some sustain. They will give you some nourishment to grow up. So this material creation basically is sustaining our journey back to Godhead, to the spiritual world. Everything is completely arranged that we will be able to reach the spiritual world. If we don't do that, it's kind of our big misfortune. It's like I give you a nice car, a Ferrari or something like this, but you keep it inside the garage, never take it out. It's like what is the use to have a Ferrari in your garage? You don't use it. Use it. Go out, have a fun, go far away. So material nature is giving us so many facilities. If you analyze what is Krishna service or devotional service, sometimes we ask for Krishna, please give me service. Let me understand what is devotional service. One of my realizations of devotional service is that devotional service means to go back to Krishna. This is the main point of devotional service. To help others to go back to Krishna, to help ourselves to go back to Krishna. That is devotional service. When we use material nature for devotional service, then we are using nature in the right way. Basically, the trees are there, so we can build temples. The sun is there, so we can have a life and fruits and vegetables that we can offer to Krishna. We could make everything into prasad. Our voice, our tongue. Finally, we have a tongue. Finally, we have a speech. That's the amazing thing in the gift in our human form of life, that we are able to speak. We are able to maneuver all kind of sound, vibration of sounds. We have, like now I'm speaking. we are able to speak. So why we are able to speak? So then we can call the name of God. Then we can use our tongue for the service of God. If we talk about different species of life, sometimes they say evolution. Actually, Darwin, it was not that wrong. he took from Vedas, this knowledge. Because there is an evolution, but what he means is that it's evolution of consciousness. According to your state of consciousness, you will have a material body, basically. Like I said the other day, this material world is like a 3D printing machine. Have you ever seen a 3D printing machine? They are amazing. So this material world will print you out according to your state of consciousness. So if we analyze more consciousness we are, more developed of the tools that we have also, more consciousness we are, we have more access to experimental knowledge. That's why in a human form of life we have enough amount of consciousness to inquire about God, about transcendental environment, because we have the intelligence, we have the curiosity, we have the tools. We can experiment, we can use our tongue, we can use our hands, basically we can use our senses. So all living entities in a subconsciousness level, they are trying to reach the highest goal. We all want to be the supreme benefit. Even though you see mosquitoes, they fly into the light, and probably they see the Brahmayoti in the light, they think, oh, this is God, and they go straight to the light. And somehow, in the subconsciousness level, everyone is looking for some benefit. So, because we know that there is a benefit there. It's like Prabhupada said, if you are thirsty, you are in the desert, you feel thirsty and you are looking for water because you know that somehow water exists. Otherwise you won't be looking for water. We are looking for God because we know that something supreme exists. And now the point is that it's not about to understand why we are looking for God, or do you believe in God? That's kind of the main kind of religious question. Do you believe in God? It's not about do you believe in God. It's to understand that you come from God, you are part of His energy. I mean, if you deny God, you are denying yourself too. That's the main problem. If I say, I don't believe in God, I don't know if, I don't care if He exists or not, it means also you are denying your existence, because you are a part and parcels of the divine energy of God. And one thing is, it's not enough just to believe, or say, okay, I believe in Krishna, I know he's blue and play the flute. One thing is to believe, but another thing is to have Krishna. Like, one thing is to say, I believe, or I have Krishna. That's the big difference. It's like, you know that money exists, no? We all believe that there is money around. You say, okay, I believe in money, but I don't have money. It's the same thing, no? It's kind of useless. Say, I know that there is money, but I don't have it. Don't you? It doesn't make sense. Don't you think so? Like, there is money, but you don't have money. It's the same thing as nothing. I mean, you are useless if you don't have money. Basically, like money is the honey. Somehow, I mean, you don't have money, but you know that there is money. So there is a big difference to know that there is money and to know that you have money. It's different. Okay, I believe God exists. That's nice. That's one thing. But another thing is to have God. To understand this relationship with God. That's why Krishna, when he see that one devotee is eager to get him, to get Krishna, or basically when devotee is very sincere to be again with Krishna, Krishna gives completely himself to the devotee. That's why Krishna makes so many obstacles in the beginning. like an obstacle, let's say like tests, like a test. They test you, they test me. They give all kind of tests to see how honest is your love for me. It's like when I don't know, when you have a company and you want to hire some people to work on your company. In the beginning, you make this this kind of interview. I say, well, okay, what are your qualifications? What are you good for? What is your CV? They read your CV. They want to know how good you are, so then you can work in the company. So sometimes, maybe another question, another example will be that if you want to have a wife or a husband or a relationship with someone, you want to know that person first. I mean, you want to know, I hope that it's not a psychomaniac or something like this. Maybe it's very pretty, but it comes out as really like some heavy case. I mean, you want to know for sure that this person have the qualities that you feel, and then you yourself give yourself to that person. So Krishna is like that. Krishna first wants to see what is really in our hearts. If we want Krishna for real, so he put so many obstacles to see how determined we are. But once we conquer Krishna's heart, Krishna gives completely himself to the devotee. Like Prabhupada said, we don't want God, we want control God. The devotee is able to control even God. Can you imagine? Like the gopis, they control completely Krishna. They have a handful of sweets. Say, Krishna, you dance for us. They say, you dance for us. And Krishna, oh no, do I have to dance? Yes, you dance for us. And then Krishna makes his dancing steps. They completely control Krishna. Yeah, like it's hardcore. I'm amazing, no? Like, or even Mother Yasoda with the stick. Hey, Krishna, you take butter, I beat you again. I beat you. Oh, I never beat it, but it's just I beat you. And Krishna is running with fear, and tears come out of his eyes, and he's shaking. He's panic, completely in panic. Can you imagine? Krishna and he enjoyed it so much. Because Krishna gives himself to the devotee. So that's why Krishna makes in the beginning a lot of obstacles or tests to see how serious we are with our Krishna consciousness. Do I want Krishna just because I have food and I have shelter? And sometimes I think temple life, in my experience, sometimes it's very easy life. It's kind of, you wake up, okay, browns, Mangalarati, Prashada, Haribol, Prashada, have a nap again. It's kind of simple, so we get used to it. We get used to this simplicity. But it's dangerous also, because we take a spiritual life or ashrams or temples as our own self benefit. So I will not suffer in this material world, or I don't have to work. So we take to use material or transcendental energy like the temple, spiritual energy, for our own material motivations. So it's dangerous also, because we don't make progress in our spiritual life. Even sometimes devotees, I think I have experienced myself that I live in temple in the beginning, Everything was Jai, Haribol, Prashada, Sarira, Vijaya, Jolendri. We were very happy. And then somehow circumstances of life, especially when you are grihasta or something, you go out to live outside, and then you have to face the real world. Basically, you have to pay bills, you have to pay taxes, you have to have a job, you have to be under your boss. And it's funny because in temple institutions, we have some kind of, I don't know, like I don't know how to say it, but like here I'm a brahmana, I have a thread. When I go to the toilet, I put my thread on my ear so everyone can see I am a brahmana. You know, I'm a brahmana. But when you're in the outside world, nobody cares. Nothing that you are a brahmana. Even your boss, we will care less. You could say to your boss outside, "Hey, look, I'm a brahmana." What is that? Take this thread out. It's kind of useless. It happened to me. It's like it doesn't matter who you are. When you are in the material world, basically you are nothing. Maybe in the institutional environment you are very amazing devotee, but when you really face life, I think that was one of my realizations, that you are nothing also. I mean, what is that? It's like the sikha, where you are shaped up, or like you are basically. So, but I think it's good sometimes to face this, because it teaches us that yeah, we have to struggle for life. I mean, life is not easy for anyone, not for devotees, not for people in the cities. Everyone have to struggle. Even big businessmen, they are struggling. And everyone, like I seen in South America, many young people, they wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, and they have to cook for the children, and then they have to go and work. They take the bus to the center, work 8 hours, come back at night, and it's very effort to survive, to have a kind of decent living. But we in temple life, we are like, okay, I sleep a little bit more. I know prasha is for sure at 9 o'clock, so okay, wake me up when 5 minutes before, please. We become very, in one sense, kind of lazy. That's why sometimes people think, oh, these Hare Krishnas are like lazy people. They don't work, they don't do anything. So if we don't have this effort to give more of sometimes our limits, it's like a stretching. We won't make advancement in the spiritual life, because Krishna also is demanding. If he's demanding in the material point of view, he's also demanding in the spiritual point of view. I felt it like that. Krishna said, I want more rounds, more better rounds, more sincere, more, do it more from your heart, like calling Krishna from your guts, let's say from your inner core of your heart. Krishna is demanding more. But don't worry that when he demands, he also will reciprocate. That's the beauty of Krishna. The more you give to Krishna, more he also reciprocate. Basically, you will feel more Krishna. In the material platform, it's not like that. More you give to material energy, in the end, it's like it's all lost. But in Krishna consciousness, the beauty of Krishna consciousness is that it's not lost. This effort that we do, this effort to, okay, I want to chant better rounds, I want to chant few more rounds, I will go out of my comfort zone, basically, is good for us. Because Krishna says, yeah, he's determined to see me, or to be with me. Like we'll say that every day in Krishna consciousness is every day to surrender. Every day should be a new day to surrender. It doesn't matter being a devotee for 30 years, 20 years, 5 years. I've been a devotee for 25 years. But still, if the next day I don't surrender, I'm completely finished. It's kind of, Krishna consciousness is a daily effort. I mean, but that's the beauty also, because like this, we will see that it's always fresh. Every round I chant, it should be my first round in my life, actually. That round is like the first round in my life. And so because Krishna transcendental energy is complete dynamic and is complete fresh. I mean, it's completely new. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, actually was not so long time ago, like 500 years ago, that's not so long time ago. And he gave us the key to enter into Krishna's pastimes. Sometimes devotees say, okay, I will make it in this life, maybe next life, maybe in another yuga or something. But you never know, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu won't be there anymore in other yugas or in other Kalis. In this Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. So that's why scripture said many demigods even take birth in Kali Yuga to take advantage of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearance. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes with the door of Vrindavan. That's why we chant Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda before we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and after we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And Chaitanya Nityananda, they came for this purpose. They didn't appear to kill the demons, because Krishna said, I already killed you so many times. How many times I have killed you? How many lifetimes I have killed you? And still the same. It's kind of something like that. So Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes now to kill our ignorance. To kill, it's like, I think Jesus says, don't hate the sinner, hate the sin. So we should find out what is our sin. We should find out what is our condition, what is the root of our anarthas, why I'm stuck or struggling in this material world, why I'm under these three modes of material nature, how I can counteract the three modes of material nature. So this is our job now, but we have the help of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have the amazing help of Srila Prabhupada, his books, his devotees, temples. I mean, it's like they put everything in a golden plate for us now, and we still don't take advantage. That's kind of the big misfortune, actually. I mean, Krishna said, but what more I can put it to you? I mean, I'm almost inviting you for free, and we still don't take it. We still hate each other. We hate other devotees. We still bring our anger with us, and we bring all our material anarthas to project them in the spiritual environment. And so then we lose, because then we are not actually taking advantage of being respectful of what Krishna is giving us. And that's the same as materialist. When you don't take advantage of what Krishna is giving you, actually that becomes a debt, that becomes a karma, that creates karma. If you don't use the wood for making house for Krishna, it creates karma. If you don't use the food to offer to Krishna, it creates karma. If you don't use your legs to go to the holy place, it creates karma. If you don't use your eyes to see the beauty of Krishna, it creates karma. Basically, everything is made for Krishna. But not because he's the boss, it's because we are part of him, actually. We are his, in one sense, we are like his senses. We are his limbs. It's like your body, your hands work for you. Your hands automatically, they work for you. It's not like you tell your hand, okay, from now on, I'm your boss, and you work for me. It's not like that. It's not like you are dictating your arm, and the arm says, no, I won't work for you. I go away. But you cannot go away. It's like useless. If I cut my hand, I throw it there in the corner. Okay, be free. It's kind of useless hand. Okay, I chop my finger off. Okay, you are free now. And the finger is somewhere crawling in the floor like a worm. Yeah, you mean it doesn't make sense. So similarly, the living entity, the jiva, is part of Krishna. So we are meant to work for Krishna. We are meant to please give pleasure to Krishna. Then we will feel pleasure, like the hand will feel pleasure when it feeds the mouth of the body. It goes to the stomach and the energy. So similarly, we are meant to give pleasure to, don't take this as an impersonal philosophy, it's not. We are part of Krishna, that's why we are meant to serve Krishna. That's why it's Godhead, head, He's the head. We are just like little fingers of Krishna, basically. All the expansion of Krishna, His energy, is meant for His pleasure. That's why He's Purusha and we are Prakriti, because we are part of His energy, the energy and the energetic. So the energetic, it should be meant for the energetic, the energizer. If that makes sense, something like this, like what I'm trying to say. So that's why devotional service is so amazing, because engage us in the service of Krishna. And temples are amazing facility, like Prabhupada says. Temples are like the oasis of the spiritual world, or like embassies of the spiritual world. We should not take temple as a normal thing, even though we tend to do it because we are used to everything to be normal, but we should, that's why Prabhupada said we should read books, read 1 hour, okay, half an hour every day. And so then we get impregnated. Why I'm doing this? Why I'm living in a temple? How I should take advantage to have darshan of the deities? I mean, advantage in the sense that I make spiritual progress and I can serve Krishna. Last thing I want to say, like Prabhupada said, this material world is like a piece of wood, and you should carve a Krishna out of it. You got it? Maybe you are an artist, you understand that. Have you seen this Krishna is in the guest house? Amazing, you brought it, no? It's the most amazing Krishna I have ever seen. It's made of wood. The one who carved it, I don't know, I think he was completely connected somehow. Have you seen this Krishna there? It's made of wood. So it's amazing. Prabhupada said this material world is like a piece of wood and you have carved a Krishna out of it. That was an amazing quote, I think. And so basically we should make a good use of a bad bargain in another sense too. Because anyway, material energy is Krishna's energy. It may be inferior energy, but it still is Krishna's energy. It's just the function is different, but the function in the end is to pull us back to Krishna's body, environment, pleasure, like his Goloka Vrindavan. Krishna is more concerned in be with us, more than we are concerned of be with him. It's not Krishna can give us also everything we want. It's okay, Krishna, I want car, I want bank account, I want money, I want this. Okay, you can have whatever you want. But bhakti is very difficult to give. Krishna won't give bhakti so easily. Only he will give bhakti only for the devotees. Krishna is the ocean of bhakti, it's the ocean of nectar. He very easily can give it, but he won't give it until we are not responsible enough to use it. I mean, because then we misuse it. So it's kind of, that's why Krishna doesn't give, because if he gives, we misuse. So sometimes the devotees, sometimes they are poor or they don't have anything because Krishna take everything away. But sometimes it's good because if we will have things, we will become more entangled in the, like Prabhupada saying, the complexities of this material nature. So sometimes Krishna take away everything. He take away our health, he take away our wife, our husband, our bank account, he takes everything away. Like once I saw in Jagannath Puri, one lady with lepra. You know lepra? Maybe you have seen near Jagannath, there's one street full of leper people in Jagannath Puri. I saw this lady without fingers, without nose, without ears, without feet. And I mean, she was like a wrap with this something, you could see the red of the blood. And the only thing she had was this little part here. I don't know what you call it, this phalange, I don't know in English. This little finger, I mean half a finger, it was not even a finger. And she was holding a yapa mala. And she was sitting straight, chanting Hare Krishna, like this. You could see she was shining like anything. You could see she was like, wow, when I saw her, say, wow, that's amazing. That I did my obeisances to her. She was like completely detached. I mean, I'm not my body. I'm not my sickness. I'm spirit soul. She really looked like she was connected. I mean, she was really there. I mean, she didn't have a bank account for sure. She didn't have a car or a prasad every day at 9 o'clock, or I don't know. She was completely, her only treasure was Krishna, this japa. I could see she felt, I mean, of course I'm far away from that level, but at least I understood that the real gift is to conquer Krishna. Because okay, if we want to conquer material nature, okay, you can be Indra, you can be Brahma, wherever, you can be Cleopatra, Napoleon if you want, don't worry. Material nature will provide everything you want. Actually, it's like how you say, the genie of the lamp. The genie comes out and says, what do you want? And I want this, I want that. We want to be the king of Picasso in the material world. And Krishna said, okay, you want to be the king, be a king, play around. But he won't give himself. That's what the devotee is trying to look for, Krishna. He wants Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wants Krishna. He was screaming for Krishna. He was, he was mad for Krishna. In the end, he was like in the walls, scratching his walls to his face for Krishna. He was not joking. We are kind of joking with Krishna. Like, okay, I want Krishna, but I want my sense gratification. So we should aim for this eagerness. Like Prabhupada says, laulyam, enthusiasm. It's very important in Krishna consciousness to have enthusiasm. Don't make everything just cool down and boring. Okay, Haribol, Prabhu, Chai, Prabhu. Good night. I don't know. We should be enthusiastic for Krishna. We should be greedy for Krishna. If we are greedy for material nature, we should be greedy for Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was completely greedy for Krishna. But to be greedy for Krishna, we should understand wants and somehow, what is Krishna? Why Krishna is present? That's why Krishna said, if you know me, you will come to me, because you know all my qualities, my attributes, my pastimes. So that's why Srila Prabhupada gave us everything, like Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Nectar of Devotion. Nectar of Devotion is an amazing book also. I mean, it's one of my favorite books. Krishna, he showed himself. He said, I'm like this, I like to play this. And so, you know Krishna, you more want to be with Krishna. You start to find out, actually, he's very cool. I want to be with him. I mean, he's nice. It's not like I want to be with him because he will give me food and shelter. No, I want to be with him because he's just nice. He's just cool. I mean, he's really cool. If we talk about the coolest people, he's the coolest of all. The more creative, the more fun, the more exotic, everything. I mean, the most everything. Anyway, yeah. You have some questions or comments, or you want to give some opinions?
He speaks about Narayan. In one class of Hari Prasad, he was saying that those who worship Vishnu or Narayan are Vaishnava, are known as Vaishnava. Those who worship Krishna are most of the devotees of Krishna are worshipping Krishna, but specifically those who worship Srimati Radharani are known as Gaudiya Vaishnava. One drawer in multiple drawers. You have worshippers of Lakshmi Narayan, Nishingale, a lot in the South India, worshipper of Ram, so many in India, worshipper of Krishna, so many, but worshipper of Srimati Radharani or Radha Krishna, both together. You have to really look into the special items from the special books from the six Goswamis of Vrindavan, and specifically Chaitanya Charitamrita is the basis where you can build a building, skyscraper. You have to have a nice basis, solid, so that can support the weight. So Chaitanya Charitamrita is this basis. From this basis, we can have a glimpse of the atmosphere in the spiritual world and the etiquette, how to deal, what not to deal, what to do, what not to do, in the intimate realm of Radha and Krishna, through the example of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah.
So it's a special key that gives access to the literature of the six Goswamis of Vrindavan, because without the mercy of the previous Acharya, well, you can attain Vaikuntha, you can attain Ramloka, plenty room in the spiritual world, but not the same perfume, not the same rasa. Specifically, what we sing, the songs of Narottam Das Thakur and Gaulati, is very imbued, soaking in this nectar of Radha Krishna. We don't realize it because we chant mechanically, we recite the prayers, but actually if you see intricately, how you say, with rapture attention, if you analyze the words themselves, you see it's all aimed at worshipping Radha Krishna. So here the author is speaking of Narayan, but furthermore he will speak of Krishna, and furthermore he will speak of the gopis, and introduce lila of Radharani and the gopis and Krishna. Otherwise, impossible to grasp because you will equate the dealings of the young girl and young bones on the common world. So that's why most of Indians, they don't grasp how elevated are the leelas of Radha.
Because they don't have Chaitanya. In South India, they don't have
They better worship Narayan or Ramachandra or like that. They are in safe land. But Krishna and Radha Krishna Ula it's like that. It's the specific key for the Gaudiya Vaishnava. It's even the Vedas are transcendental to the three gunas. Above the Vedas, Bhagavad Gita is topmost, but above Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, that introduce little of Radha Krishna pastimes, and above, transcendental to Srimad Bhagavatam, even if we can say it like that, you have the Chaitanya Charitamrita and the package of the six Goswamis of Vrindavan. And so many other exalted devotees, they wrote also different things. It's all the same atmosphere.
I hear once that to understand Gauranitai is even higher than understand Radha and Krishna.
Yeah.
But we take Gauranitai, just easy. Oh, understand Gauranitai.
There's different ways to worship Gauranitai. Gauranitai is for people like Kali Yuga,
beginners.
Jagai and Madhya. That's 99.99% of people in the Western world, at least. And they worship different kind of Gaur Gadada. They worship also. It's Radharani and Krishna. They worship also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with like in Chaitanya Math in Mathura, you have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is introducing people to Krishna. And you have also different, you have Vishnu Priya, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is being worshipped in some place in Bengal. And you have also, I think that's all. You have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sadbuj, that is being worshipped as the combination of all avatars. Is Avatari, Ram, Krishna, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. So, different ways of worshipping Chaitanya Mahaprabhu according to different tastes of the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But on the whole is introducing, like Prabhupada is introducing us to Gauranitai, who is introducing us to Radha Krishna like that. We need to be presented because we are dust in this universe, piece of dust. But if we can make something that attracts their attention, then we can be introduced, and furthermore introduced, and furthermore introduced. The problem is not to see Krishna, is to be seen by Krishna. To be noticed by our Laudia or love, avidity. And once they notice avidity, then they will know themselves. But how to buy this avidity, this love, it's up to us. Or we associate. Ideally, is to find a devotee who is connected. But you see, there's a lot of devotee not so much advanced around us. So you must imbibe of all that is connected with Radha Krishna, the holy place, prasad, the deities, books. The more you become connected and you become soaked with the atmosphere, and you become fit to be part of this atmosphere. Unless
Yeah.
you develop first an avidity for a fire going to the sun, then you soak your mentality and gradually you develop a fiery, subtle body that makes you fit to go in the sun planet and have the company of the sun god in your next life. So similarly, you can program your own future life starting from this virtual world. So like that, this place is a training place where gradually we can, even with apparently dead matter, but it can be converted in our benefit for utilizing in the service of Radha Krishna. And gradually, when we become accustomed like that, it becomes, we sense the atmosphere. It is very subtle. We perceive some subtle things from the spiritual world to the beginning. You have a taste, but special taste. Difficult to explain.
Yeah, but I understand what you mean.
You can have access to the mood, the atmosphere.
You have access,
Yeah.
access.
You cannot see, but you can perceive the atmosphere to some extent.
Yes, amazing.
And one day you feel at ease in this atmosphere. You are not in this body. You are out of material world. You don't even realize it.
I think like to enter into Brindavan, you have to reach Brindavan before.
Yeah.
We have to reach Brindavan here to be able to enter Brindavan there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not possible.
Yeah. Otherwise, you get another post. It's like also in the material world. If you want to qualify to be a counselor in the court of the king or the minister or like that, you have to become accustomed to the atmosphere, to the people there, how to deal, how to assimilate the problem and to solve the problem. And then one day you are proposed this post, and you are at the post.
It's a
Because
response.
you acquire some acquaintance with the atmosphere of the job.
Yeah. Like responsibility means ability to respond.
Yeah. And also, same, you are introduced by someone who presents you to the high minister of the court of the king. Yeah, this guy is quite in the middle. He's qualifying himself. Maybe you should give him the post at one time, at a certain time.
You have the ability to respond in the spiritual world. Yeah.
There's a lot of training to be done.
Yeah,
Right here, even there is no devotee or not so much to do, and plenty to do actually.
Yeah, doesn't matter if there are many devotees or not. I take advantage as much as I can.
We take it for granted each year, no. You have to go further on and the atmosphere, the way to offer our services, the way to deal with the other Vaishnavas. There's so much to travel, to work on.
Jai. Chaitanya Charitamrita ki,
Jai.
Shri Gauranitai ki, Radha Govinda Madhava ki,
Jai.
Krishna Balaram ki. Prashaki.